Welcome to our partner yoga, family yoga, come closer Eva, our family yoga skills academy, and today we're going to be doing some partner yoga poses and we're going to be showing you guys how to do them at home. I've got Eva with me, and so she's roughly my height, but you can do any of these poses with children that are a bit smaller, and I'll show you modifications that you can do with them. So we're going to start off with our backs to each other, back to back, come and have a seat. Bring your back right down. So we're going to do some back-to-back breathing. So bring your bottom right in close next to me. So you need to have your bottom right in there. Bring your legs into a basket, okay? Lengthen up nice and tall on your back, okay? And let your head face forward, hands in your hand. And just lean against me, Eva. So you're leaning against me and I'm leaning against you. And then I want us to breathe. So close your eyes. And it's a really nice activity to do with a family member. It's a lovely way of just sensing their breath and getting a bit of connection back. So can you feel my back, Eva?
Yeah.
Can you feel me when I'm breathing in and out?
Yeah.
So you're just noticing the gentle changes, the subtle changes that are happening in your body. Sometimes you'll be able to feel the person's rib cage expanding and contracting, so it's a really nice movement to feel, and it's also a really good way of centering yourself at the beginning of some partner yoga practice. So just another couple of breaths, big breaths, really filling the lungs, Eva. We'll see if we can do it at the same time. Breathing in. Can make our breath match each other's. And then just opening your eyes, we're going to just begin to warm up our hips. So turn round. Now, depending on the size of a child, let's take the socks off. Depending on the size of a child, if there's a little child involved in it, then you put their legs into the inside of your own legs. Come in closer, Eva, so you need to come in a wee bit closer to yourself, able to be seen. Right, and I'll move back, come in. That's it. Here we go. Right, hands, so we're going to hold our hands, we're going to do a bit of a seesaw. So you don't want to pull too much, so notice that I'm trying to be a bit flexible here. So you can do this for as long as you want. Keep your neck nice and long, nice and tall. So sit up straight, that's it. And then we can do it a bit more fun, so you can do a bit of a circle. So maybe imagine you're spinning a pot, stirring a big massive pot. So that's quite good fun. So that feels good, doesn't it? So you're warming up your hips. And you can change the position of your legs. You can see that Eva's bending her legs a wee bit. So that's absolutely fine too, and then take it back the other way. Nice big circles all the way right. So nice and warm. And then we're going to warm up our hamstrings, so we're going to go back to back again. So bringing your legs in. In fact, you know what, come face to face. Go back to back first of all. We'll go back to back. Come in to me, a wee bit closer. That's it. Right, backs are nicely together. So we'll just do a gentle twist first of all. So our gentle twist involves me taking my left hand, placing it onto Eva's knee, and she's aiming for my knee. There we go, she's got her hand on my knee. And I'm going to put my other hand on my opposite knee. So lift up, breathe in. And as you breathe out, just rotate and try and look at your hand that's on my knee. So you're rotating round. Breathe in, lift. Keeping the nice length and breathing out. Just twisting a wee bit. So you can feel that gentle twist in your spine. Can you feel that warming you up a bit? Yeah, that's it. And then we'll go the other way, so bringing the hands round, taking my hand onto Eva's knee, breathe in, lift, and as you breathe out, try and look at this hand. Breathing in and out. So as with all yoga, it's really important that you're paying attention to the breath, so make sure you're breathing in fully into lungs, don't hold your breath. And then bringing the arms back round. Now we're going to do a bit of a hamstring stretch. We'll take our legs gently, stretching them out. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Okay, so this is the point where I'm going to lean forwards, reaching for my toes, and you just let your body float back behind me. So just relax. Relax your head so you're lying on my back. Look up to the ceiling, that's it. So I'm getting a wee bit of a push into my hamstrings here. If you can't get towards your feet, that's not a problem. So just keep your hands on your shins. Keep your gaze going forward and your toes looking back. Right, we're going to go the other way. So you aim for your toes, nice long back. That's it. And I'm just going to relax onto you on my head. How's that feel? Tell me if it's too much. I can bring my hands back here just to stop myself from going too far, okay? Coming forwards, let's go the other way again, breathe in up, breathe out, I'll go forwards, you float back, okay? Nice warm stretch, that's it, good girl. Looking to my toes, stretching into my hamstrings, so it's a nice feeling in your body, that's good, excellent. Okay, we're going to stand up, come to do some standing up poses, okay? So we're going to face each other, okay? The first one we're going to do is we're just going to try and take each other's weight. So I'm going to step my feet in a wee bit closer to you, step your feet in a wee bit closer to me as well. Right, now we just both need to do this at the same time, so we're going to take our own weight. Good, look up to the ceiling, keep nice and straight, oh you're going way off. Now bend your knees, okay? And sit down in a chair. So imagine, look at me in the camera, look how I'm sitting down with a nice flat back, straight back. That's it, sit in the chair, straighten your arms, good girl, and look to me. Eye contact, so lovely eye contact with your mother, with your partner. So it's a real good one for your toning your legs. Can you feel it in your thighs? It's good, isn't it? Right, breathe in, all the way up. The next one that we're going to do is a stretch where I'm going to turn around, right, and hold my hands like this, right? You hold onto my hands. 1, 2, right? And you're going to hold me up, and I'm just going to stretch forwards, okay? So you're holding me back. I'm getting a nice stretch across my back, all across my shoulders. Nice heart opening one. Turn around, try the other way.
Oh, no.
Right, I'm holding your hands.
I
I'm
don't
holding
trust you.
you. Well, you should trust me. Right, go for it. Feel how nice that feels in your chest. Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah, I feel like I'm like some.
Super child. Good, excellent. Right, okay. We'll go for a Virabhadrasana for a warrior now. So stand your hips beside me, okay? Gosh, she's nearly as tall as me, not far off. So we're going to take a step forward with both of our legs that match, like that, okay? Now it's a bit slippy, so just be careful depending on what surfaces you're working on. Right, we're going to sink down, okay? Hips are facing forward. Try and have your knees stacked. Good girl, excellent. Right, bring your arm up, okay? And then we'll hold this hand here. Take your other arm out behind you. We'll try and hold hands there, okay? So it's a lovely stretch into the body. Can you feel that in your other thigh? It's a bit tight. It's like, oh, keep lifting your chin. That's a girl. Good. Excellent. Well done. Look at the back arm, check its level. Good girl, look forwards. That's it. Lifting, straighten the leg. Step your 2 feet together and we'll set back. We'll do the other side, so we'll swap sides. You guys don't have to do obviously you can pause this video as you're going through it. Hips together, and you can take longer to get into the poses. So step forward, matching feet, okay? Knees together. It's a bit slippy, you should have it. The other thing is you should always do yoga with your feet out, so next time we do that, we'll do it with no socks on. Hands going forward, breathe in, take this hand all the way back. See if we can meet hands. Now if you're a wee bit shorter, it can be a bit more difficult to do that, so it can be a bit more of a difficult one. Another one to do is when you do it with your knees facing each other. Gazing to the tip of the middle finger as it goes forward. Concentrate, sink down into that front knee, not the back knee, nice straight back, that's it. Coming back up, good. Step the 2 feet in. Okay, lizard in a rock.
Yeah.
One of your favourites. Okay, do you want to be the rock or do you want to be the lizard?
Lizard.
Lizard first. Okay, so lizard in a rock, this is a fun one. So you come down, the person that is the rock comes down into child's pose. Okay, so I've got my bottom on my heels. Always remember to be quite careful in this position because coming out of it can be a bit dodgy. Bring your hands down, let your head go down onto the mat. Eva's going to bring her sacrum, her bottom, to sit at the bottom of my bottom, and then she's going to lower back down, flopping her hands behind me and looking up at the ceiling. So try and be nice and balanced here, straight legs out, that's good girl, you can straighten your legs if you wish. So you can go all the way back, so it's a beautiful back bend for her. Well, there you go, even better. So you just, and it's good for me as well because it's pushing my heels, or my buttocks closer to my heels, which is allowing me to get a really good stretch into my back. Okie dokie, coming out of it gently and carefully, however you can, yeah, to the side or backwards. And you can obviously do that one the other way. If somebody's a lot bigger, so I'll show you how I would do it. If I was doing it with a small child,
I'm not
come
a
down.
small child.
No, but if I was doing it with a small child, right, flatten your toes, bottom bottom goes down, right? So if I was doing it with somebody that was very small, then I would come down here, right? And I would just put my bottom actually onto the ground and then lean back like that. Okay, so I'm still on the actual ground. Okay, so if I was doing it with a very small child, my bottom, my buttocks would stay on the ground. If someone's a bit bigger, you can come up a wee bit higher and just allow the weight to come down onto them. So it's a really good one for their back and for yours. Excellent. Okay.
Do the cat and cow version?
The cat and cow version. There is a cat and cow version that can be quite tricky. So you've got to be careful with your back and careful with your spine when you're doing this. So I'll come on. So basically I come into nice flat back position with my hands below my shoulders and my knees below my hips, okay? Eva is going to come and just lean back on me. So she's going to sit her sacrum onto me again. And her head is going to roll back. And in this position, this is definitely easier with a smaller child. So I'm going to push up to cat. I'm giving her a bit of a massage and then I drop down to cow. Breathing out as you go up to cat. Breathing in as you go to cow. Does that feel good, Eva?
Feels like a massage.
Is it a massage for your spine? Breathing out. And breathing in. One more time. And then she has to, I've got a flat back before she moves and she safely comes off. So it's a pretty tricky one. You've just got to make sure that you're careful as you come out of those poses. What else was there? Let me have a quick look. We're not doing flying pose today. Do I do double tree? Oh, boat, Navasana. We forgot Navasana. So Navasana, boat pose. Come and bring your toes as close to each other as you possibly can get them. So bring them right in, okay? Let your hands touch first of all. This is definitely easier without socks, so Eva should probably be not wearing. So push one foot up at a time. It's fine, don't worry, it's okay. Push one foot up at a time. One goes up, 2 feet together, the other one goes up. And then we can try to straighten our legs and look forward. So look at that. Lift your chin. Feel that. That's good, Eva. Keep it going. Breathe here. Breathe. See if you can get those legs straight. Oh, it's pushing. You can. Right? And bring out of it gently and safely. Good. Excellent. Okay, so what else was there? Nosy neighbours.
There was the one where...
Let me just have a quick look. I've got these cards that I sometimes use. Oh, double dog. Why don't we finish off with double downward dog? Okay? Or we could do double pretzel like this. So I take my hand behind my back. Here, like, you go for it. This one here. No.
Not the way. Oh.
So there, lift your chin, breathe in. And look over the shoulder of the arm that's bent. That's a girl. Well done. So we're really getting a nice stretch into our shoulders and into our backs here, so you can see that quite nicely. So bringing the other way, take the opposite hand behind you, and that other person takes their straight arm to that. Eva takes her hand behind her back, we breathe in, we lift, and we breathe out and we look towards our back elbow, so it's called double pretzel. There we go. Good. Right, one last pose. We'll go for the double downward dog. So I will, if you bring your, I'm going to come onto my hands, okay, and knees, okay? You bring your feet up onto my bottom, okay? Bring your feet up onto my bottom. No. Take your hands down onto the floor. Turn face the back to me, hands down on the floor. Good. Take your feet onto my bottom, right? Just balance them there, okay? Right, and I'm going to gently push my body up. Now you can do this with somebody that's tall, or you can do this with somebody that's not. And we're looking at each other, we can see each other's faces, which is good fun. Don't worry if you fall out of it, it's totally fine. To come out of it safely, bend the knees and come back in. Right, one last upside down one where we get to look at each other. Take your feet wide, back to back. Okay, so we're going to hinge from our hips, put your hands on your hips. Hinge from your hips as you go all the way down. You can have a bit of a bend in your knee if you want. And so you want your legs just about as wide as mine, so take them a wee bit wider. Right. And now take hands, so we're going to take hold of each other's hands, and you can have a bit of a wobble, a wee bit of a wobble and a shake, or you can actually do a bit of seesaw action as well, which is a bit wobbly too. So, and then just bend the knees gently just to roll back out of it. Now, I always finish with Savasana, so you should always finish off just by lying down on the mat, side by side. You can bring your feet towards me, take your hands out to the side, just relax your head, give it a bit of a roll and a shake so you get a nice even point, and then we're just going to breathe. So coming down into the mat, hands out by your side, you can even hold hands. It's a nice little exercise to do with family. So holding hands, close your eyes, and just imagine that wave of relaxation coming up over your body. Imagine your feet relaxing, your calf muscles, your knees and your thighs. Imagine your hips and pelvis relaxing all across your back, your shoulders, and all the muscles in your face. Every muscle in your body relaxes and releases. Breathing in and out, watching your belly rise and fall. Just relaxing and releasing any last little bits of tension. And then bringing that awareness back into the body, point the toes, stretch the arms out long behind you, take your arms out, and then roll over onto your side. Push down with your hat, come all the way up to sitting, just not to cross-legged, all the way up, just facing the camera, that's it. Yeah, it doesn't matter, so it's not a big deal. Just bring the backs of your hands onto your knees with your thumb and forefinger touching, and lift the crown of your head. And then just say a little thank you to yourself for making time for this practice with your family. And as you breathe in, take your hands up high, let them touch high above your head, look up to your thumbs, crown of the head, forehead and your heart. Namaste. And all Namaste means is everything me bows to everything in you. So thank you for that, Eva. And I hope you enjoy that little partner yoga practice.